Welcome to the very first Mind Yours Monday. And today we are talking about why smart people make stupid decisions. Stupid, dumb, crazy, whatever you want to say. But today we minding yours. So this is the first installment of the Mind Yours Monday Lunch and Learn. So grab your notebook for your tips, your cup for your sips, and your lunch for your munch. I don't know, I just made that one up. But anyway, y'all, let's get into it. What we getting into right now. So I'm gonna give you some time to grab that because we're getting into why smart people make stupid, crazy, dumb, whatever decisions. And yes, I know we're like, I'm smart, they smart. You think common sense is common, but it's really not. So that's why right now we are about to get into why sometimes we just don't know why smart people keep repeating the same relationship patterns. Yep, that's what we get into because you cannot change a pattern if you keep calling it a coincidence or if you keep blaming everybody else. Are y'all ready? So let's do a quick keepsake check-in. How many times have you guys said to yourself, here we go again, here we go again, or why does this keep happening? Or what I thought this time would be different. Everybody think the next time is going to be different. And I'm not saying that it won't be, okay, because it can be, but take a moment to reflect. Have you ever caught yourself thinking these things? And then how much deep diving did you get into it when you did? Not a myth. All right. Knowledge alone doesn't create change. Because the myth is the more you know, the better you know, all that other kind of stuff. No, no, no. Knowledge alone doesn't create change. Now, understanding, that's a word y'all know I love to bring back. We really need to overuse that word. Understanding, intentional action. And then it's really through practice. It's not a one off. Now, what's a pattern? Because that's what these are. These are patterns, all right? Not red flags, not all those other words. These are patterns. The definition and example. Okay, listen. A pattern is a repeated thought, repeated behavior, reaction, or choice that comes from producing the similar outcomes. Now, that is what a pattern is. Let's go back. Choosing the same partners, avoiding the difficult conversations, just whatever, staying too long or leaving too soon. Oh my goodness. And then ignoring the red flags. There's so many flags, not just red ones. And then expecting people to read your mind, baby. I know. So I want you to think about those. Think about those things real quick. So what you come up with? Because now let's get back into it. 5 signs that you are repeating a pattern. You and everyone else. But we talking about you right now because it's Mind Yours Monday. Number one, failing religiously to set boundaries. Boundaries. Now, hold on, because in another video, we're going to break down what boundaries are, because that's another word that we are always misusing. And the truth about it, the matter is, we say we set boundaries, and we might, but we do not follow through with them. We do not follow through with them, or we're just talking and they're not real boundaries. They're just discussion topics because we don't follow through. Let me see what else. Tolerating disrespect. Now, disrespect is subjective. Now, there are some that disrespect is just disrespect. But disrespect to one might not be disrespect to others, again, unless it's just blatant disrespect, right? But accepting poor treatment in relationships, red flags, so many flags, red, purple, pink, yellow, all those red flags. But ignoring those, or trying to rationalize them. That's why. That's a pattern. Persistent savior behavior. Excuse me. I want to be saved. Trying to fix, change, or save others. You know what? That actually has something to do with in, and then we'll get into that later. But trying to be a savior is really more about you than it is the other person. We'll get into that. And then consistently seeking approval. That could go back with number 4, which is persistent savior behavior. That's an underline. That's a little underline, little point for the savior behavior, but we'll get into that. But these are 5 signs that you keep repeating your pattern. All right. Now, why do smart people get stuck too? The truth is, what's smart? Who is smart? How are we measuring smart? Are we book smarts? Are we street smarts? Are we IQ smarts? Are we NQ smart? What is smart? That's one reason why smart people getting stuck, because what is smart? And then having smarts in one area of life don't mean you got smarts in another area of life. And then we just keep learning too. So that's part of the truth. But let's get into some hidden reasons and unconscious behaviors, unconscious habits. These are the ones that have been instilled. This is what you grew up on. This is what you know. This is all you know. These are the habits. Habits are something that repeats itself, and this is what you've been doing. So this is how we've gotten into this pattern. Comfort in the familiar. Let's be real. Us as humans, we love to seek safety. We just want to feel good all the time. Nobody wants to feel bad. So we find comfort in the familiar. And in that moment, it just feels safer to just sit there, stick there, and deal with what's happening. Now, unresolved conflicts. I know we always want to say, you should heal. We throw out heal, unresolved. It's not just about healing, it's about conflicts. If people just continue to put the blanket over the puddle, then they're going to they're going to resurface. Those experiences are going to resurface. Then lack of self-awareness. Y'all know your girl always talk about the self-awareness, but what about the lack of? You can't even recognize your own behavioral triggers. You don't even know. It's really when you don't even see a problem with what you're doing. You don't see a problem. Like, what I do? This is just who I am. And then the 5th one is the fear of change. Just like people love the comfort, no one wants the change either. So they avoid the unknown and preferring to be comfort. So complete these sentences with me, okay? Because I want you to reflect on that. I believe that. My perspective on this is. And as a result, I should think about that. Write that down. Because again, why do we keep making bad? Why do smart people keep making bad decisions? All right, y'all, look, that was a quick lunch and learn. Did you guys get into your tips, your sips, your lunch? Look, lights out. So listen, follow me. You will get your free workbook right here. Join my email list. Since the lights out, that means I was here for a good time and not a long time. So what y'all say? I will see you guys when next time.